Guys, welcome back to Fairy Wisdom. I am here to help you create a happy, healthy, and wealthy life. Thank you so much for being here. All the likes, shares, and subscribes, everyone who is booking personal readings, sending in donations, and scheduling life coaching sessions with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like everyone has in some form or another crossed over some sort of threshold, right? Something that's been like, holding you back almost in ways, or like not necessarily holding you back, but like it's been like lingering. I'm hearing like kind of healing in a way, and it's been released, right? And so we've crossed over this threshold, and so now the energy is kind of manifesting in our life. Whatever that is, I don't know. I'm just really excited for it. I love this energy. I'm here for it, and I feel like April is kind of a really intense time for a lot of people. The energy is very, very, like if you can feel it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you that can't feel it, right, you're still healing, you're still stepping into the awareness and kind of going through that process. I think you'll be able to see it in your physical life. I'm hearing like 2 weeks, within the next 2 weeks or so. Okay. So that's very exciting. As always, as within, so without. So I don't know. We'll just see what happens. And let's just get some messages. Let's do it. Information about the mushroom latte, which is a game changer for your morning routine. That is in the description box below. Vibe Mentor, she's a fantastic mentor, and has a wonderful course, manifestation course, and spiritual teacher, leader, activist, whatever you want to call it, course that I am actually taking at this time. In order to if I would be very deceitful if I were here in front of you telling you to work on you and I'm not working on me, right? So, it was just time for me to do that as well. So, and then there was something else. Oh, spiritual candles. Okay, the email for Dominique is in the description box below as well. So, all right, let's get 3 cards to choose from. I heard, well, maybe 2. It might just be 2 piles today. I'm not sure. I'm not going to take that one because it fell out on the floor. This one. Okay, I'm just going to take, whatever this threshold is, you have held on to it, right? You didn't give up. This was something that kind of, you're past some sort of heartbreak, you in some sort of way, right? Please don't always, it doesn't have to be romantic. There's been some sort of heartbreak. You have surpassed this, but you have not given up on yourself. And I feel like you're stepping into, ultimately, male or female, this Queen of Pentacles energy, whatever that means for you, right? Very focused on your finances, probably your stability, your nurturing your children. If you have children, you're probably very focused on them. But yeah, so we'll get into these 2 individual piles and we'll get more details on all of that. But so pile 1 is going to be the Hanged One right here, and pile 2 is going to be the Page of Wands. Sorry, I don't know why I'm a little jittery today, I guess. Pile 1. If you chose the Hanged One, this is your reading. Pile one, I feel like you can feel the energy, okay? I feel like your crown is extremely lit. You're in this energy of, you know what, I'm just going to chill up in this tree upside down until what I want comes for me, because I'm not giving up, right? You've been very patient. You've been very, I'm hearing proactive also. And you're just like continuing to move. Some of you have like this really awesome like shoe game. Okay. Some of you have some really nice kicks. I don't know. Those are some of you. Okay. Some of you really like shoes and you have some really nice shoes. I don't know. But yeah, so I feel like you're about to be jumping out of this tree, right? Like, whatever this threshold is, it's like you've grown so much in this tree, right? Or in this position, in this patience, in this waiting. And now it's like, I'm hearing noose, but that is like not what you would use for this in this position. But the noose is about to be cut, okay? So whatever this rope is right here, you're about to, and you're going to land on your feet, I'm hearing. You're going to land on your feet and take off running, okay? Like there's no crawling, there's no jogging, it's just like from 0 to 100 really quick, okay? This is what's happening for you. And whatever this threshold is for you, it's going to be different for everyone. It's whatever that you've been focused on, whatever that you have been patiently waiting on to kind of manifest in your reality here, okay? It's been healing within you, and so now it's time for it to manifest. All right. There may be still some like little tiny things, right? Maybe things that you consume, habits or that have to do with your body, whether it be eating or drinking or, you know, any type of substances or smoking or, you know, whatever it may be, that, you know, you could still stand to kind of get rid of here because, you know, health is wealth, right? And that is actually very valid, okay? Like it's so true. So, you know, be mindful of those things, but I think also in this position that you've been in, because you're so aware, you know this. And so you're consciously working on this, you're consciously making steps towards this. And the universe and like God is recognizing that within you, right? You know, God knows your heart, right? So I think that's what's allowing this, you know, energy of being set free here. Messages for pile one, please. Something about having a lot more room to move, like a lot more leeway, a lot more, like it's not so. Like I'm seeing somebody who's very like kind of just in a tight spot, right? In whatever aspect for yourself, and this space is kind of opening up for you, right? Like so you're gonna have more room to move as far as this goes. So for some of you, you know, if it is, look, and we've got independence here. So for some of you, it's a business that's going to take off and you won't have to work that 9-to-5 job anymore. For some of you, it's like a raise or some sort of like, you know, something is coming in to help you get away from this living paycheck to paycheck life. For some of you, it's a relationship that you're able to, you know, maybe you've been waiting for the right time to kind of get away from, right? Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be family. It could be friends. You've been waiting for the right time to kind of do this. And now is the time, okay? This is happening now, okay? Messages for pile one, please. Yeah, we got this spaciousness card that kind of confirms what I was talking about of like getting rid of, you know, there's some things that could go, right? creating space, right? And instead of holding on to these old things and old habits and whatnot that you kind of did in the past or participated or allowed to happen, you know, could be thought processes, it could be anything, you know, for each one of you, it's going to be completely different and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, I feel like God is helping you clear this out, right? Because you're making space for the new, right? You're making space, you're creating this space, right? You're going from this to this all on your own by doing this, by cutting these things out here. And also what's helping, what's, you know, kind of, you know, moving this, I'm seeing like a conveyor belt, right? And it's just like filled with like blessings. I don't know. Like it's just whatever. I'm just seeing the gears turning. Whatever's really got the gears moving and turning is is your gratitude. It's your gratitude in the times when you were here. And because you have, you know, time and time again, given no matter what situation, you have never lost your gratitude. Because it's a blessing to just be alive. Whew. Don't be afraid to let go of whatever it is, okay? Like, once you, like, really let go of it, you're not going to miss it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to miss anything. It's like, it's reminding me of, like, you know, when you're like young or you're a kid, or even kids these days, right? They don't want to go to bed because they're, you know, they don't want to miss anything. They don't want to, you know, you know what I'm saying, right? It feels like that. You know, it's time for you to go ahead and go to bed. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to miss anything by letting this go, by releasing this. In all actuality, you know what I mean? If we're like saying like a metaphor or whatever, you know, like you're actually going to have like really, 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 really good dreams, right? Astral traveling, lucid dreaming of like, you know, fantastic things. So what is to come is much better than what you are leaving behind, is what I should say. Yeah, we've got gratitude out here 2 times. That's like your main, that like your power is in your gratitude, pile 1. And how you handle situations, right? Situations that come to you. You have mastered this. And now it's time to go to the next level. Yeah, you're stepping into like this new timeline, okay? Things have really been kind of balancing out for you, and like you're going to see like this new timeline reflecting. It's like a paradigm shift. It's almost like a lot of your reality is going to look the same, especially to a lot of people. But what's changing is within, you know, what has been changing is within you. And so you will be able to recognize, like you personally are going to be able to see these changes, right? You personally are going to feel this shift. And a lot of it has to do with, I feel like, your inner peace, right? You have committed to trusting God, and you have committed to trusting the universe, and you have committed to yourself. And that is what is bringing in this shift and this balance. Beep boop. Let's see. One thing. Watch me. No. Okay. All right. Messages for pile 1, please. Does pile 1 need to know? These are going to be kind of short today. Just glad I was able to squeeze it in. Squeezy, squeeze. Squeezy, squeeze. Clear. Messages for pile 1, please. That acted like it wanted to come out, but we're going to pretend. If it wants to come out, it will. Yeah, y'all just been, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like, so a lot of times the Four of Cups is talking about like a missed opportunity or something like that. But this energy feels like, to me, like these 3 cups down here were like a test of your own self-worth, right? And you were like, no, look, she went to bed, right? She's like, yeah, I'm going to go have these sweet dreams and patiently continue to wait, right? I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing anything here. This is my goal. And I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to give up on that, right? For some of you also, I think you're recognizing, because this King of Pentacles, you know, it flipped over and it stayed inside the deck, right? And to me, it feels like, you know, you have been made aware of who this King of Pentacles is. You now know who this person is to you, and you know, this is somebody who is like husband material. This is somebody who, you know what I mean? But they haven't yet, it's almost like you know who they are, right? But they haven't yet come towards you, okay? For some of you, this is talking about how, you know, maybe an ex, you know, somebody that you were in a very serious relationship with, an ex-husband or something like that. You know, you're learning that this is actually, it is a missed opportunity. And, you know, as much as you want this to work, you're just not, you know, this person in reality was one of these cups down here, right? Yeah. So again, some of you might be leaving some sort of relationship. For some of you, this is like a father figure, that you're like, yeah, too much. I'm hearing too much disappointment there. Yeah, and you're choosing to, again, like I said, hitting the ground running here. You're choosing to do this on your own, right? Adding some discipline into your routine and into, you know, your decisions and all of those things. And this is really creating, you know, it's bringing in a lot of opportunities. I see a lot of opportunities coming towards you, right? Because again, in an unselfish way, you chose yourself, pile 1. And you're like, no, I'm not, you know, and for some of you, this is somebody who, you know, I'm hearing still in the cooker, okay? So this is somebody who has, you know, it's been made clear to you who this person is to you, you know, and maybe this is your person, right? But they're still in the cooker. They're still, you know, they're still healing. And so it's not, you know, it's not quite time, right? This could be somebody that you've been with, you know, several times before. And, you know, this was the first time and it wasn't that good. Then it got a little bit better and then a little bit better, but it's still not good enough, right? And you're waiting on this time, okay? So for everyone, it's going to be different. Take it as it resonates, okay? What's some advice for pile 1? Yeah, I feel like the advice is to, you know, I feel like you maybe have already made this decision, or this is your confirmation, right? This is something that inside of you that you've kind of been weighing back and forth. You had a feeling, but you just needed to know. Yeah, they're not quite ready, okay? right now is a time where you need to be shining your light, okay? Some of you may be traveling a lot here coming soon, okay? And speaking a lot. There may be some sort of, there may be an end to conversation with this person, right? Things may go quiet for a little bit while this person kind of goes back in and does some more healing here, okay? But ultimately, I feel like there's something about speaking your truth at this time and kind of shining your light for others to see. It's bringing in some sort of inspiration, some sort of joy. Some of you might be writing, okay? Writing more. So there are going to be people that are like haters, okay? That's always going to be a thing. Don't ever let your light dim because of them, okay? They don't understand, right? You can only communicate with somebody about things that are in their awareness, right? They'll only understand and they'll only recognize the things that are in their awareness. So with that being said, you know, you can't, I mean, to dumb it down, you know, if somebody, say you've watched a movie, you love this movie, and you're trying to communicate with somebody who hasn't watched that movie before, and you're trying to have a full-on conversation with them about this movie that they've never seen. So that doesn't work. It just doesn't work that way, right? So it's really important that you are, just be mindful of overexerting yourself or exhausting yourself trying to explain this movie to somebody who's never seen it. Let's see, any other messages for pile 1, please? Yeah, there is also some sort of communication coming in, okay? I feel like you maybe have ended a cycle with somebody here. There is some sort of communication, and it's you know, this is somebody who has really been thinking about it. This is somebody who, you know, they've had their eye on you, okay? This is somebody who's really been focused on themselves lately, all right? They definitely want to take some sort of action. They want to take some sort of leap of faith here and come towards you and kind of gain some sort of like balance and harmony between the two of you. I feel like somebody may be asking you out on a date here, pile 1, okay? They've recently made some sort of judgment on you, right? Some sort of judgment that makes them want to come towards you here. For some of you, it is this King of Pentacles, right? That's coming towards you. And for those of you that it is this King of Pentacles, right? This person is ready. They are in that King of Pentacles energy. And you are sitting in this Queen of Pentacles energy. And that energy is matching. And they're finally ready to come towards you here, okay? If it's somebody from your past, they're going to start with an apology. Then they're going to tell you a plan. And then they're going to take action on that plan. And then they're going to, and that's this is going to bring in some sort of balance between the two of you. Okay. So yeah, expect some sort of communication in some sort of way from somebody. I'm hearing for not everyone, like not for everyone though, it's not romantic. Okay. It does feel very family oriented though. Some of you are all very much like caught up in your head about this somebody that's moving like very, very slow, okay? Or this is somebody else, right? They're feeling very stuck. They're not moving very fast. They take very slow action, okay? Yeah, you may have some options coming towards you, okay? And they may all come in at once. And I feel like I've been saying this. But it's because you have ended a cycle with somebody else. And it doesn't have to be romantic, right? It could be, you made a decision to no longer be upset by something that your father said, or no, you know what I'm saying? You've done some sort of healing that's kind of opened the gates for these people to come towards you because of this energy that you're putting off, right? You're no longer reflecting this energy of like, I'm guarded, don't come towards me, men or women are evil, right? Like, I've been hurt too many times. Like, you have released this energy, okay? Yeah, and you look good really working on yourself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you have been working on loving yourself and a little bit more every single day, accepting yourself for who you are in this moment, but continuing to work on and developing yourself and staying disciplined and gaining balance within your life. And there's just some sort of like wall that's just kind of like dropping down because you have healed from something else. You have released something else. You have, you know what I'm saying? Like you have let this go. Any other messages for pile 1, please? Yeah, things are about to start flowing, okay? Things are about to really start flowing. Things are going to start blooming, like things are going to start growing, right? Wherever you've been brave in your life, you're about to just like take off, okay? You made a wish and it's about to come to fruition for you, pile 1. I know you've been waiting. I know you have. But you're about to be released from this noose, okay? Oh, goodness. Okay, that is what I have for you, pile 1. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next time. Pile 2. If you chose this Page of Wands, so, the wands talk about career, all right? And I feel like you know, some of you, pile 2, are creating a business or something like that, and right, this is the Page of Wands is kind of the position that it's in right now. Okay, it's not yet quite the Knight of Wands, or you know, the Queen or King of Wands. You know, the goal when it comes to a business is to have that business in that King of Wands energy, right? Or even the Emperor energy here. But the thing is you're starting to see, you know, some things blooming here for you. Okay, it's starting to grow. So I feel like that's kind of what this I feel like this message is about, like career, pile 2. I feel like the first message was kind of associated a lot with like relationships and stuff like that, and this one is more so focused on career. And I feel like that is your focus, is your career, right? You're like, I don't, you know, the right person will come for me when it's time, or I'm already in a relationship, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna focus on my career because, you know what, that's what I enjoy. This is what I enjoy. This is my love. This is my passion. This is my baby. Okay. Let's see. Messages. You may have been experiencing some creative blocks here recently. I'm hearing within the fog. It has been a little bit foggy here recently, but it's starting to clear up. Like I'm seeing like an image of, like, you know, the fog is lifting. Okay, so expect some you know, some new creative ideas, spin-offs, ways to kind of do things a little bit different, or like things to add to your business, or, you know, however that may be. But I do see some creative blocks being lifted here. Messages for pile 2. Coming out of the fog, pile 2. I feel like you're coming out of the fog. Messages for pile 2. For some of you, I'm hearing you're going to get some sort of message. You're going to have some sort of conversation here that is really just going to, it is just going to clear that fog right the fuck up, right? And excuse my language, and the sun is going to come out. Everything is going to be illuminated. Like, everything is going to make sense, and you're going to be able to move very quickly, very, very quickly. Messages for pile 2, please. Yeah. The thing is here is you're gaining more confidence within your work, okay? You're gaining more confidence in whatever you're creating, whatever service it is that you're providing, just also within yourself, right? Like, I know who I am, and like I'm a pretty badass person, right? Like, I know where I've came from. I know where I'm heading, where I headed. When I looked up, it was 3311, and then it was 3313. So you may be interested in looking up those numbers. But yeah, there's like this, like, you're very confident in who you are and what you've learned. Your wisdom is, I'm hearing, beyond this world. And you approach things with kindness, but kind, you know, boundaries though. Like, you have your boundaries. Messages for pile 1, please. I'm hearing the clock is ticking. I do feel like, though, you're like feeling like, okay, any day now. You know what I'm saying? Like, any day there's gonna be this big boom, and things are gonna change. And I feel like you know that, like, you can feel it. You feel the shifting, right? Like, it's like, all right, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like that written channeled message, like, here they come, here they come. You know, I feel like that has a lot to do with it. Just like, they should be here any minute. Clear. Messages for pile 2, please. Yes, go ahead and start celebrating pile 2. I wish that you would. I really wish that you would. You need to understand that you probably should have started celebrating yourself a while ago, okay? Definitely don't know overindulgence or anything like that. We don't want to go backwards or whatever. But, I feel like you should start celebrating, okay? Because, you have come so far. You have come so far. And I do really feel like this Page of Wands is going to evolve into the next level. It's okay, so I've brought it here. I know I can get it to that Knight of Wands. But for a lot of you, I feel like we're just skipping the Knight of Wands and going straight to the Queen, okay? If I'm being completely honest with you. I do also feel like for some of you, you're going to be celebrating because there's some sort of good news that's coming towards you. Some sort of message that is very, very exciting is coming towards you. I just feel like you deserve to be celebrated, pile 2. You really do. And we're not always going to have people that want to celebrate us, right? So, but I feel like pile 2, you're at a point in your life where you're like, I don't need anybody else to celebrate me. I want to celebrate me all day long, okay? And I feel like you need to do that, okay? You do. Do it. All right, let's get some, new cycle is starting. A new cycle is starting. Again, you've crossed that threshold there. Crossed over some sort of threshold, and now it's got the gears turning, okay? Clear. Messages for pile 2, please. Okay, so some of you have been very back and forth on a decision. The way this card flipped out, this Two of Swords was just kind of everywhere. It was well, I don't know, upright, reverse, I'm not really sure. But so, I feel like you've been back and forth on the decision, and I feel like the decision is am I good enough? Do I deserve this? And fuck yes, you do. Excuse my language again. I feel like you know better than that. You know way better than that. And, I feel like, it's almost especially if you're a psychic or a medium or something, and it's you've been back and forth on am I really receiving these messages? Or, you know what I'm saying? Am I that tapped in? La-di-da-di-da. This is just an example. And yes, you are. Okay? It's funny, I cut the deck just now and it was the High Priestess. I'm telling you, you need to make the decision that you have found yourself. You know who you are. Now where do you want to go? Pile 2. Where do you want to go? Because honestly, in finding yourself, you could take yourself in so many different directions. So what makes you happy? Follow that. Messages for pile 2, please. We all have those doubts sometimes. I do too. If I'm doing a reading, I did a reading for a client the other day, and I was told to tell them this really random message, and I was when I get those, I'm well, I hope this makes sense to somebody because it doesn't make a single lick of sense to me. And I say it, and then, of course, they always come back and they're I'm so glad that you said that. And then it's always, so I feel like you guys, pile 2, you may be starting to, or you have been receiving all of this confirmation that is allowing you to have this confidence and celebrate yourself, right? The decision is, you know, am I in this energy right here, or am I in this energy right here? Right? We have the Nine of Swords, or we have the Hermit. Okay, and to me, the Hermit is just representing, like, you know, somebody who is very wise and very tapped in and very present in the moment. Somebody that takes very good care of themselves. You know, I feel like this is, you know, somebody who's constantly learning and gaining new knowledge and developing. And yeah, that's your decision. Or are you going to believe that, like, life is insane and you've got all these, you know, energies around you? You know, it could be, what do you surround yourself with, right? Who do you surround yourself with? But I want you to recognize the fact that, you know, you have taken this, whatever this wand is, right? Whatever this business is, whatever this, you know, endeavor is for you. And you've taken it from the ace all the way to the page. Do you understand that? Do you understand? You went all the way from the ace to the 2, to the 3, to the 4, to the 5, to the 6, to the 7, to the 8, to the 9, page. No, 10, then page. Why is it doing this? Oh, okay. You know, your thoughts create your reality, and I think that you know this, pile 2. And that's another thing, right? This is another decision that you have to make, especially when it comes to finances, okay? Look, very stable, solid beginning here. You know, a decision to make. 5 of Pentacles, am I feeling left out in the cold financially? Or the 10 of Pentacles? Am I extremely abundant and wealthy and deserving of these financial blessings that are coming towards me, right? Yeah. It's all about, like, you're recognizing these decisions that you have to make and the thoughts that you have. And I feel like you've crossed this threshold of mastering it. Good job. That is so good. You're so good. Ooh, but I am excited. You're headed straight for this brand new, very solid, stable beginning, because you have mastered it. And if you haven't completely made this decision yet, I feel like this message will help you do so. All right, let's get a couple more from this deck, and we will wrap it up. Messages for pile 2, please. This is the same one I got in pile 1. Mojo. Where you put your focus is where you're going to see motion, right? You know that. Where you allow your thoughts to go is what is going to manifest. And now you're stepping into this energy. Again, you have mastered this. You have gained confidence in it. And it's time for you to step up and help other people learn this as well. Teach them. Whew! Woo! I got goosebumps. Pile 2. I'm going to leave it there because that's really good. That's a really good message. I like it a lot. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.